So this is what I'd probably lay out. I think I'll do that now, actually. Yeah. So with the bass, depending on that's hilarious. Let me just turn that down a minute, mate. Hold on. That's gonna forever make me laugh. Still making me laugh.
You're gonna get me started.
Anyway, so Heiner sent me this bit. So as you can hear, it's a bit like synthy and that. You know what I mean? So let me just shape that up a minute. How I do that nowadays.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The problem with the first mix, this is why I wasn't playing it too much. The problem with the first mix, I just couldn't get the bass right. Right? I'm sure like education-based subscribers and all that can see why I can get the bass right. Yeah? Because the bass on this one was really loud. Right? So it was quite firm. But each time I just struggle with getting it level, right? But I just didn't notice this. I just didn't notice this attack on here. Right? Basically, if you see the energy at the start of that, it's just not helping with my mix down, is it?
Right.
So I literally just turned. I had to turn this energy down like one by one. What the other thing is, you can do it on an envelope, right? But I literally just turned these bits down.
Right.
They were interrupting with the level of this channel.
Yeah.
I thought it was loud because the peak was saying it was loud. It kept peaking, but it wasn't loud. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't notice that before.
Yeah.
I'm saying, for one reason or another, you just don't notice things. But now I suppose you could use an envelope and soften it up. But I remember not long ago, literally just cutting it up.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a better way of doing things, mate.
Well, no, to be honest, I mean,
you know what?
Some people,
you know what I mean? But that's what I've done. Do you know what I mean? I remember just cutting the whole thing up and just like smoothing it out, and that's what I've done.
Basically. I mean, some people would compress. I wouldn't, because I try and last thing I do is compress. It's like, for me, I'd rather try and do it manually, or even automation could be a thing. But I do stuff like that all the time. Manually just gaining the parts.
So now I'm not even listening really. I'm just looking.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just like, okay, cool. I don't want that energy to be competing with the other stuff down there really. So basically, I've done something like this. This is real quick. I probably would have spent a bit more time in it. So they're probably about right anyway. Oops. So yeah, I would have done that. So that leveled that channel out. I actually had problems with it. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Right, so there you go. So and then
is there 3 different basses there?
Yeah, what's it? This is sub boom bass that I use, like a plug-in from Rob Pappan.
Straight up sub, yeah.
Yeah, it's just straight up. I've just monoed it. It usually turns up legato or something. And also there's a stereo widener thing on here as well that I would have put to none as well. So
interesting, isn't it, how these plugins, they do that just to suck you in. Oh, that sounds great, but actually they've almost ruined your life by, like, when a track goes down to mono, if it phase cancels itself out. But that is a great plugin. But a lot of synths do that. They make things really wide out the box, and it's like they fool you, man. It's you've got to be careful with that stuff. Just be aware of it.
Obviously, Heiner sent me this piece of audio. Otherwise I'd have done the attack on. If it was on the synth, I'd have just simply sorted the attack out. Do you know what I mean? But he's a Larry scientist who doesn't think about these things. So. But so yeah, back to that. So obviously I've got to sculpt this to, so it sounds like something that I'll enjoy. At the moment, it's another thing. It doesn't sound amazing, but I like the bass line, so I do like what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But it sounds a little bit lame. So I'm just going to go straight in and sort of, I usually just take a little bit of that off. I just cut that off. Cut a little 20, 25, 30 or whatever. And then I'll look at the levels of the bass, because it's not one note, it's several notes. So they're going to hit different. They're going to like kick out different frequencies. I'll show what I mean. So, and sometimes you look at these frequencies and they'll be all over the place, but in this case, not too bad. But I have to ask myself, is all the other energy, which is not sub, going to mess with my delicate helicopter break? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd literally just, I'd probably just dip some of that, and create my own grit, create my own energy in the mid-range section. Do you know what I mean?
So you take out some of those low mids from the sub.
Yeah, I'll probably do that, and then I'll create my own with something like Decapitator or some sort of distortion plugin.
Because you've got what's on that send there? Is that on that bus? Is that what that is? Is that a distort? Is that
what's on there?
Oh no!
There would have been something on there like a Decapitator. Or something.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Right.
I'll do that now. But first of all, I would. Let's get it down a minute. I'll just get rid of some of that. It's got like a ring to it. That might be just a simple thing on the synthesizer, but a quick fix for me is just getting rid of some of that, really.
Yeah.
Just so I can hear that kind of sub.
Round it off, yeah.
And then let me put it with the break. One sec.
Battlefield, fighting like a soldier. I'm out on the battlefield.
So I haven't done anything to it, but it sounds quite heavy. I mean, it's too loud for a start, but
out on the battlefield, fighting like a soldier. I'm out on.
Safely saying nothing's really interrupting the kick or.
Out on the battlefield, fighting like a soldier. I'm out on the battlefield, junglist soldier.
So I haven't done anything. I haven't used sidechain or anything yet or anything like that. And if I wanted to put a kick in it to make it heavier, which some people like to do that, I hear that in a lot of music. They like to put a kick underneath breaks and that. Cool. But I haven't need to do sidechaining or anything like that. And now I'll try a little bit of Decapitator or something like that to give it a little bit of edge.
Out on the battlefield, fighting like a soldier. I'm out on the battlefield, junglist soldier. Out on the battlefield, fighting like a soldier. I'm out on the battlefield, junglist soldier.
So yeah, that's just gives it some more energy there. Oops. Probably.